All of time and space. Everywhere and anywhere, every star that ever was. Where do you want to start?
Hi, this is Mark, and welcome to All of Time and Space. It's an episode of AOTAS, but probably not the one you were expecting. Anyway, I'm just doing some final adjustments to the time lash, because I think this could be its final outing. Just need to get that last bit of tinsel. It seems to be jammed. Wait. Oh, hang on. That's very odd. Anyway, let's meet our fantastic guest for this episode. And welcome back. And we've come to a story that we like so much we decided to review it again. But this time in colour. Yes, it's the War Games in colour.
A lot quicker.
Yes, it's a bit shorter.
A bit shorter.
Yeah. So we thought this is a bit of an epic. Who can we get in? What calibre of guest could we get for this story? It's Harry Whitley.
Hello.
Hi, Harry.
Hi, Mark.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm I'm well.
What have you been up to since the last time you dropped by?
I've cut the grass many times in the house. Well, not in
Lovely.
the house, outside the house. I haven't got grass in the house.
Yeah.
I have, I've changed my oil filter on the van a few times.
Oh.
I thought it might have been a bit of an issue. It turns out it wasn't, but it's worth doing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a mini. A cream mini like you two.
That does make you. A, that makes us sound like a couple, and B, it makes you sound very much like the third end of the triangle. We both have a cream mini with a black roof.
We do.
A different one.
Yeah. The share.
We've got the branded AOTAS Mini.
Iain has it on Mondays and Tuesdays, and I have it on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Now the cost
agreed to alternate the weekends.
The cost of sending it over to me with the tariffs as imposed by the president. It's just not economical.
Well, yeah.
It's great to see you again, Harry.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's nice to be podcasting from a hotel room somewhere in Wales.
That's quite rock and roll, isn't it? A hotel room somewhere in Wales.
There's no pool to sort of throw anything in, but
no.
There's a puddle outside that I might just throw the kettle and just
lower it gently out the window. I don't know what floor you're
throw
on.
It. I'm on the first floor, but
just lower it out gently.
If I throw it and just shout like "sod" or something,
sod, bloody,
bugger.
Well, enough of this shenanigans, Iain.
Hello.
I think it's time.
Do you think it's time? Do you think it's time for us to fire up the mind probe?
Oh no, not the mind probe.
You are authorized to use the mind probe. One.
What? No, not the mind probe.
Wow.
Such fear in his little voice.
Bit of reverence for the that beautiful theme tune as well. Whoever came up with that must be some sort of genius.
Some kind of brilliant. Make the most of it. Maybe rewind 40 seconds. Listen to it again. It may not be surviving to the Pertwee era.
The PRS checks are going to be drying up on that one now, Harry. So
that's okay. That's okay.
We'll do something different. But here we are, one last time in the Mind Probe, one last victim.
It's very glittery in here.
Which is you. It is, isn't it? It's like Elton John's downstairs bathroom.
I've only ever been to the upstairs one.
Well, there's all I'm saying is there's echelons of celebrity, and you know you're in yours, and that's fine.
That's fine.
When you've been to the downstairs bathroom, then you've really.
That's when you know.
You've made it.
That's the sweet spot.
Has he weirdly got this sort of ulterior sort of visitors don't use the downstairs loo that's near the door. They get sent like 3 floors up to go. Could I just use your loo before I go? Reg.
No. I've got no idea what his voice is like. So.
No, I can't think.
I went to a slight extreme.
No.
So enough of Elton John and his nascent Australian accent. We're here for one last mind probe, Harry. It's very simple. I've gone on a very long mental journey to see what I can do with random words from the title of the Doctor Who story we're here to talk about. That is the War Games. So 2 words, there's not a lot I can do with them. Basically, I'm going to give you a list of 10 popular songs, and I want you to tell me who recorded those popular songs.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now, as a clue, they're all going to have either the word war or the word games in the title.
And not including the words in or colour.
And what's at stake, Mr. Iain?
What's at stake? Well, I'm glad you asked me that because I'd forgotten to say that bit because it's been so long since we've done this. What's at stake? Well, Harry, if you succeed in the quest, you will be returned to your customary time and place in that Premier Inn in Wales.
I might just get it wrong.
I would.
Oh, wait till you hear.
If you fail in the challenge, then my evil, twisted henchman Mark here, or Castellan Cockram, to give him his full name, is...
We're on first name terms now. It's like end of term.
It's a bit
you can come in your own clothes if you bring 50p.
Yeah. My leering henchman Castellan Cockram is literally itching to vigorously toss you into the time lash.
Oh, good grief.
Are you ready?
Oh, born ready.
Okay. Question 1. Who recorded the popular song War Pigs?
That would be The Black Sabbath.
Oh, he's good.
He's already beaten last week's contestant.
Yeah.
Question 2. Who recorded the song Future Games?
Ooh. I'm gonna go pass.
It was the Fleetwood Mac.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, who recorded the song This Is War?
Oh God, pass. I'm letting the side down here, aren't I?
Well, all I can say is you beat the last guy.
I feel a lot better now.
Yeah, that was 30 Seconds to Mars. Now, this one's a bit of a banana skin, so tread carefully.
Okay.
Who recorded the song Wicked Games?
Oh, now, is Chris Isaac Wicked Game or Wicked? He's not Wicked Game.
He's literally on the banana skin. He knows a little bit of pressure either way.
Is he going to tread on it?
Is he going to go flying or
is he going to step over it?
No pressure.
It's on a knife edge.
No pressure, Harry.
It's on a banana edge.
I'm going to do it. I'm just going to say it's Chris Isaac.
You fool! What a stupid fool you are! No, it was he was Wicked Games singular. Wicked Games plural was The Weeknd. Question 5, Harry.
Yes.
Who recorded the song The Great War?
Good God! I didn't realise there were so many songs with the with the word war in.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Oh, Harold. I thought you liked this singer as well.
That was Taylor Swift. She's
Is
enjoyed
that-
some commercial success in recent years.
Yeah.
I
she's
think I
doing all right.
might have heard of her.
You could learn a lot from her.
Yeah.
Hot pants, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a look.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn this around. Let's give you some good, solid, easy questions. Question number 6. Who recorded the song Mind Games?
Why do I have no musical knowledge whatsoever?
It's ironic, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? It's quite astonishing.
Shall I give Harry the same clues that I gave to our last contestant?
I mean, you could do.
Was it for this question?
For this question?
No. She's going out with Travis Kelce.
It was re-released relatively recently, and it's by a former member of the Beatles.
A former member of the Beatles. So,
Well, they are no longer a band, are they?
These two new Liam and Noel have just joined, so it's
Yeah,
All right, okay.
yeah.
well, for re-released. I mean, it's either. Well, it's got to be. Is it Sir Paul?
It's not Sir Paul.
Oh, you fell down the same rabbit hole.
Well, but we'll get. You know, I think we'll be on stronger ground with this answer.
It's the Starkey, isn't it?
Fuck me, he's doing exactly the same shit as the last one.
There's only 2 left now, Harry.
Right, I
Come
was
on.
going to say let's go Lennon then.
Thank God for that. You're not getting the point, obviously, but seriously, the last contestant, every other member of the Beatles except John Lennon.
Yeah.
Extraordinary. Such ill fortune. Question
Hi, Simon.
number 7. Hello, Simon. How are you? Question number 7, Harry. Who recorded the war song?
What's his name?
Oh, it's on the tip of his tongue.
It is on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, cheeky.
Rather than a little kiss. Rather than making, I'll just say pass.
That was Culture Club.
Oh yeah.
Okay, number 8. Who recorded the song Foolish Games?
Oh God, this is atrocious bit of audio, isn't it?
This is agony.
So I'll put in some tumbleweeds. Or
That's fine. I pass.
James Bree. No, it wasn't really. It was Jewel. Number 9. Question number 9. Who recorded the epic masterpiece Civil War?
A part of me feels like I've sort of been brainwashed. Pass.
Oh no, I'll give you a clue. It's a band that Iain rather likes.
Oh, is it Guns N' Roses?
It is Guns N' Roses. Hey. You could have 5 points and a hat. And finally,
A hat or a KFC bucket?
Or both.
well, it depends how niche we're going. I mean, technically, Buckethead didn't tour with the band, so. You know what it's like when you get some new twat joining a legacy band, and it's
terrible, isn't it? Was Bumblefoot
nonsense.
in Guns N' Roses for a while?
Bumblefoot was in Guns N' Roses for about 10 years, yeah.
So I took over from he.
Wasn't he in Lord of the Rings? Bumblefoot.
Yeah, after he was in Guns N' Roses.
Ah, okay.
Final question.
Yes.
Question number 10.
Who? The one after 9.
Absolutely, he's good, isn't he? He's got up early.
It's not my first rodeo, Ian.
No, well, that's what they all say. Who recorded the song Video Games?
I have to say pass. I don't think I've ever heard that as
It's
a
another
title.
one of Ian's favourite.
Oh, is it?
That is Lana Del Rey.
Oh, right, okay.
So,
one of Luke's favourites.
Oh, good boy, Luke. He's got some good taste
Good
going
lad.
on. Well, you got, I mean, what are we calling that? 1 out of 10? I'm annoyed because it's still better than, you know. But I'm calling that.
I mean, you did award 5 points and a half.
There was. I do.
So,
remember
I did do that. And so, if you add that to the point he legitimately got for having heard of Black Sabbath, then I guess he's passed the challenge, and we can't do anything nasty to him after the show. You can't do that. We'll have to let him go.
Well, just see how you feel later on.
We'll see how fast he can run after a few days of those premiering breakfasts.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll just go back for another pastry. How many sausages do you get on yours?
I think 2's a good starting point, isn't it?
It's a good starting point, Jesus. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
When you can go back and top up it, and you don't have to pile it all up in a great
I know.
massive mountain of
I
food.
know. We've all had that kind of moment of self-awareness where we're Alan Partridge and we've driven to Dundee.
A special 12-inch plate.
What's the best hotel breakfast you've ever had?
So at the Dusit Thani on Shakespeare Road in Dubai, you can get a kind of hot buffet breakfast, but there's like Indian stuff, there's Italy.
Brilliant.
There's hot Thai stuff. There's obviously turkey bacon and eggs and this, that and the other. You can get Chinese like noodles and chicken. And you can just make a plate of your favourite takeaways and eat that. And it's still not even 7 o'clock in the morning.
Incredible.
You know?
Good Lord.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
What's your favourite hotel breakfast?
I will say, after a while, they do sort of all sort of meld into one.
That's not going to help on the way out, is it?
No, I mean, I'm a fan of a Hilton.
Yeah.
A Hilton breakfast is quite reliable.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Hilton.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I'm doing quite well on the points so far as well. My rings are filling quite nicely.
That's what it says on that wall in Clacton.
Too much information there, Harry.
Gatwick. Although I'd say, so far, the king of the breakfast that I've had so far is at the what's it called? The Tokyo Hotel, or Hotel Tokyo.
Now, where's that?
That is in a suburb of a place in Japan. That is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's That was a turbo breakfast.
What do you get in a Japanese hotel breakfast?
Everything. Literally everything. What do you want? You can have it now. Yeah. It's incredible.
That really is the sweet spot, isn't it?
It is astonishing. It is astonishing. I've never seen so much orange juice in one place.
Since you went to the Del Monte factory that time.
I will say, though, I purchased this earlier on, which is a Marks and Sparks orange juice.
Oh, yeah.
It is... I've drank one bottle, and it is probably the most intense orange juice I've ever experienced in my life, and I'm quite scared to open the second bottle.
Does it make your cheeks sort of it's very tart?
Can you feel the enamel coming off your teeth as you?
I can feel, I can feel my face coming off my teeth. It's that sort of. It is astonishing. Anyway, sorry.
You've digressed.
Well, no, I think that's the perfect segue into the War Games in Colour. So let's set it up. Obviously, some years have passed since the original black and white broadcast. And this was something that got knocked out in 2024.
Gosh.
Premiered at Christmas.
I love the way you say knocked out, like they just did it in an afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, this colouring it frame by frame, how long does that take? I don't know. So it's kind of 6 months old at the time we're recording this. It'll probably be slightly closer to a year old by the time you're listening to this. It entirely depends if one of us remembers to edit and release this one.
Yeah,
Not like last time. So, let's opening statements, gentlemen. Mark, what did you think? When did you watch it? What state were you in when you watched it? You know.
Talk to me, Mark.
Well,
come on, Niall.
I would have watched it on.
Talk to me.
I would have watched it on iPlayer. Probably the day it arrived on iPlayer, because that's the sort of saddo nerd I am. I rather enjoyed it. I think it was an improvement over the previous colorization. In the first one, the Daleks, I'm sure I heard somewhere they were trying to go for a similar sort of colour palette to what you'd see on something like Star Trek, which was of a similar vintage. But you look at some of the choices, and the saturation was very, very high. Like Barbara's shirt was like neon pink.
It's very sort of Lost in Space, isn't it? That's
yeah, and it felt a bit overdone to me, and I felt like to be fair, it could do with a little bit of editing, but I felt like they really had chopped it down quite a bit. So I went into this one with a bit of trepidation, bearing in mind it's 4 and a bit hours, the original. And I think they've done a pretty decent job overall. What about yourself?
I think I saw it because it was broadcast as well, wasn't it? I think
it was. Yeah, it was on. Yeah. Was it BBC 4?
Probably something like that. I mean, I think I sort of remember flicking through the stations and sort of seeing it, but then not really. I think I would have not watched it because it was sort of not on from the beginning. I would have rather sort of go through it. So today was my first experience really of watching it in its entirety. Okay. And it's been a while since I've seen the original. It's been a couple of years since I've seen the original. I can't remember if we ever covered it on the podcast, or I think we were going to. And it's a very different experience. I was interested because I wondered how much of it I would be cognitive of being chopped out. I wonder if I'd think, oh, hang on, where's that bit? Or what, And I think that does happen a bit. You do sort of. It takes you a minute to sort of go, hang on, where are we now? And then, but by the time you've remembered, it's moved on already. But it was, I enjoyed it for what it is. I know everybody seems to sort of say that it's to sort of get younger fans into Doctor Who, which I think is a sort of rubbish, really. I don't believe that. I think it's just for the sake of colorizing it, and I don't really know. I'm not entirely sure what the point of doing it is, other than as a sort of fun exercise and a little Christmas present. I think that is literally what it is. Is probably just
it's a nice little extra bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it suffers slightly being cut down because it's going to, isn't it? Because it's going from 24 hours of a story to 90 minutes. Because I think the first episode finishes around the 12-minute mark, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that's some serious sort of, you're halving each episode and sort of, trying to cut them together. But I think for the most part it worked quite well. And I think the additional music helped to sort of make it feel more fast-paced without it feeling sort of... I think the problem, like when they did the Daleks, it just felt like they'd just cut at a random point because they had to get it into this point, and they just thought, well, that bit's pointless, get rid of that. But I think they sort of softened the edges of the cuts by adding in sort of fast-paced modern e-music kind of thing. I'm not saying it's the best score I've ever heard in my life, because it's sort of... It's an amalgamation of the two, isn't it? I think it's...
Yeah. Is it Mark Ayres again?
Probably. Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to be, crazy negative about him, because I think if you watch something like the last of the many versions of Sharda that came out, I think he did a fantastic job with the score of that. He managed to sort of capture that Dudley-esque sound, and I thought it was very sympathetic to the story. However, the music was one of my bugbears with this. Particularly, they get just a tiny bit heavy-handed with the old Masters theme.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things I can see. I'm not really sure what annoys people about this story. Not in the sense of I don't understand why they're annoyed by it. I'm just not really aware of the fan consensus with it, because I don't think I've listened to any reviews of this story. I think there's probably a few points that I would see what are going to be the things that people went berserk about online, and they're towards the end, I'm going to assume. But yeah, I know what you're saying about the music, and it's not perfect, and I'm assuming they've done it because maybe they can't get the music and the dialogue are probably stuck, aren't they, in one track?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they've sort of worked around that by adding. I'm not entirely sure how they've done it.
I do find it's a bit in your face, isn't it?
It is a bit in your face.
That was my experience anyway. I found that the volume was like, whoa.
Yeah, it is quite. It is. The music is quite in your face. I'm assuming they've probably sort of AI'd the dialogue out.
Yeah, try to strip it out.
Strip it out slightly. So I'm assuming a lot of the stuff that Mark Ayres puts in is in the gap, is to bridge gaps of because otherwise they'd have.
And I felt that works generally pretty.
Because I think I'm assuming the problem then is that when you start cutting the story down, you end up cutting the music as well, because it's stuck to the it's stuck to the track. It's that sort of. So I'm assuming that's why they sort of have to do it, and probably none of that music exists on its own. I don't think there's a lot of Dudley Simpson's music that's released as a sort of standalone sort of thing. So yeah, but for what it's, I mean, it's fine. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
Iain,
hello.
What were your first thoughts on this?
Well, my first thoughts were, I mean, it was Christmas. I'm not going to pretend I watched it entirely sober. I can't claim to have watched all 90-odd minutes of it, because that's just too long.
Is that just a Christmas thing for you, though, Iain?
He's become a right bitch since we've been out.
No, I do seem to remember. I can't remember what story it was now, but he said that whilst you're watching it, you couldn't actually feel your legs anymore.
Yeah, but that's boredom rather than rather than drunkenness.
I thought you were that inebriated.
No, no. But do listen to the High Council, anyone who hasn't. So I didn't really give it much of a. I think I watched like the first half hour or so, and the last half hour or so, and kind of skipped out the bit in the middle, much like the people producing this cut down version of the Ward Games. Let's be honest. But I watched it.
What you're saying is you just skipped all the scenes with Edward Brayshaw.
I would never do such a thing. What I did think, actually, was they really cut out a lot of James Bree.
Yeah.
Brie obviously being a form of cheese, so they really cut the cheese.
Brie.
Well, they had to get that runtime down, didn't they? And to be fair, his delivery is very
Every
slow.
sentence he says adds minutes. So yeah, I can see why sadly they had to do that. But one of the, and there are many huge joys in watching the War Games, and one of them is James Bree. Another one clearly is Edward Brayshaw, though I might be on my own there. But yeah, wow. So I didn't give it really the most analytical or the fairest kind of watch at Christmas, because I was very busy. I had visitors. But watching it again over the weekend, I was struck by how well it works, what an amazing visual thing it is, and the bits and pieces they added to it, I think just really knock it on a step from the original.
Yeah. I liked that they didn't go crazy with it and go completely CGI. They used a lot of practical models and things like that, which I felt helped to keep it all seeming to be on a similar level.
I was expecting to hate the bit. I knew that there was some stuff in there. That's what I knew going in, and I thought, oh God, shoot me. But I didn't. I didn't actually mind a lot of it. I mean,
no.
Even seeing David Tennant on the screen at the end, I mean, my fists were clenched, but they didn't go anywhere. That's it's I'm at a period of my life now where I can just, it's just a show. I can let these things go.
It's about letting go, isn't it? It's about saying, I'm not going to let this. And what annoyed me about.
I mean, we're safe in the knowledge that it will, at some point or other, he will come back again. We know
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
What annoyed me about the just to skip over everything and go straight for the trial sequence at the end. They obviously replaced the really shitty 1960s line drawings.
Yeah, they were pretty terrible.
With photos of forthcoming doctors, and obviously that meant that the criticisms Troughton had when applied to photographs of the new actors, it was great, it was lovely. But why did they cut? But he's too fat, isn't he? When Colin Baker is right there.
You've only got to go forward a few.
Yeah, less than 5.
Poor Colin. Poor Colin. Fair point, though.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know how I feel about the regeneration bit.
I actually really like that. I thought it was very, very well done.
It is very well done. I'm just, and if anything, it does save us from Russell or another showrunner choosing to mess with a timeline.
Series 6B.
Include some random crap that I have no interest in whatsoever. But
hang on. So suddenly now I have a question. When did the 2 Doctors and the 5 Doctors take place?
It was all a big dream.
I mean, having that little gap, it was useful for some things.
True. True. Very true. Yeah.
You and your little gap.
I'm trying these new pills, and it's after 6 months, it's supposed to grow back more thick and vigorous than ever.
Okay.
I think that's just me in general.
Was there anything that was cut out that you wished was still in there?
All of James Bree's performance.
Fair enough.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because the War Games, if you watch it as a first time to get the story to be swept along in it, it's very tedious. Those kind of middle 8 or 9 episodes. Well, let's say 8 episodes, because that's I can do basic maths despite being thick and vigorous. It's very tedious, and you kind of watch it in black and white. Maybe when Arturo Villa comes on, you go and put the kettle on. Maybe when Jamie's locked in the barn with the red coat, you think, well, I'll take the dog out for 5 minutes.
Go for a bath.
Because you're waiting for Bree, you're waiting for the war chief. That bit with the sonic screwdriver where the nail very slowly comes up and then very slowly goes down again. And then, let's make it go up again very slowly. And then we'll make it go down again very slowly. So you're spared such a lot of crushing tedium, but it was beautiful tedium, because it was the kind of the underpinning of these majestic performances that
I mean, that is the good thing about the way they've done this. It's not like they haven't gone for the George Lucas approach where the original is now no longer available and you're now left with a completely new version.
Yeah, I mean that is the thing, isn't it? It's sort of, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't matter. It's.
I mean, one thing I did notice watching it this time around more so was because it's cut down and there's that sort of compression of the story, and that toing and froing, which, you know, was still obviously very noticeable because everyone mentions, you know, they get captured, then they escape, they get captured, then they escape. But that becomes much more emphasised because it's been condensed down so much. But I would say, I mean, your average person tuning in for the first time, if that was their first exposure to that story, I think it holds together perfectly well. You wouldn't come away from it thinking, oh, that didn't really make sense. I felt like it narratively, it played out fine.
And I can't imagine what a daunting task that must be for someone preparing to sit down and actually edit something of that scale into something an hour and a half long, given that the last half hour is pretty much as is. And so is, you know, the first episode's the most well represented. So, yeah, I think it was a remarkable thing to get it that coherent.
Yeah.
You know, we all sort of vaguely know what's missing where, but you don't need it.
No, there's a few. The only thing that I think it misses are some of the character introductions, because occasionally somebody is just there. But then I think that's the problem. Maybe not the problem with the war games, is that there's so many people that are sort of slightly incidental. Like, they're not really, they don't have a massive bearing. Like, the story's going where it's going regardless of who's there.
Yeah.
You don't really need to know who's this man in a uniform now, and you know, it's fine. I will say, I have a question for you, right? I don't know whether you'll know the answer to this, but you know the guy who looks like Robin Gibb, who is the guy when they're on the in the dome thing, and he's
the one who's doing all the mind control.
Yeah, the one that looks like Robin Gibb.
Gubbins. Yeah. Sorry, Robin.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yes. I started a joke. Is he the same guy who does the voiceover in The Seeds of Death when they're talking about Tiamat? His voice sounds very familiar.
Well, Mark, can you just quickly Google Vernon Dubchef?
Robin Gibb.
Robin Gibb.
Yeah.
Doctor Who.
What? And obviously Maurice Gibb was in Warrior's Gate. So,
so there's only Barry left. That we need to
I thought that was Barry in Warrior's Gate.
No, I think it was Robin.
Oh.
No, I mean Morris. I don't know.
I will
They're
say,
all
if anybody
bloody
hasn't seen the Bee Gees documentary, it is fantastically hilarious. It is comedy gold.
Has it got a clip from the Clive Anderson interview?
It's got everything. What more could you want? Available on Amazon Prime.
It's a shame they never did a song with the word war in the title, isn't it? Because
I'd have been right on that, like a rat up a drain pipe. I'd have been.
A lot of that stuff still bizarrely felt a little bit protracted, even in this cut down version.
Yeah.
Which is astonishing when you think that, you know, probably 20% of it survived.
Yeah.
So it was actually, you know, and I love the war games. I explained on the last episode that I'd got the double pack of the VHSs for my, I think, 13th birthday. So it had been part of my life for a very long time. And I think I went as far as to claim this is like the only story you really need from the 60s Doctor Who. Let's be honest. I love it. I think it's brilliant. I think it's like a huge long opera. But sometimes you can enjoy the kind of greatest hits.
Yeah. And the War Games does feel like the first sort of entrance into the lore of Doctor Who as well, without it sort of being overbearing. There's enough sort of little nuggets of information that sort of just make it just feel a little bit different. It's sort of ooh, we're going somewhere that we haven't really gone before. So it's nice that a lot of that was still included. And, well, I say included, wasn't cut out. Because, I thought they might have tried to cleverly, make things line up better with the future of Who. But having said that, I don't know. Ignore me. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought, and like you say, I think the colorization is incredible. Like, considering the source material. I mean, it's not the clearest of stories anyway, is it? But then, trying to upscale that and then colorize it,
I believe the guys at Radio Free Skaro were interviewing someone about missing TV programs, and I think they were partially responsible for this guy going back and checking, and he found some old films of the war games, and it turned out to be much higher quality. So they actually used some of those reels to upscale.
God.
And gave a much sharper picture than we've seen before. So fair play to those guys. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Harry. The computer voice in The Seeds of Death was provided by John Whitty.
Okay.
So, listen, I've just thought of what I was going to say about 10 minutes ago. Can I slot it in now, or do you want to edit it back into the relevant part of
Go
the
on,
show?
slot it in.
Slot it in. So, the regeneration was something that I'd seen about 3 years before on YouTube. I think it had started out as a fan thing.
Right.
And I don't know how they did it. I don't know how these guys did it, but it was obviously incredibly good, getting the Pertwee, some shots of him and some voice stuff and cobbling together.
From I gather they lifted some shots of him from Inferno.
Oh, it was Inferno. But I thought the original YouTuber who created that should have been slightly more prominent in the credits, because that's, I suppose, the most kind of significant adjustment they've made, and that wasn't necessarily their material, or
I think that section was very well done, but I will say it's the most jarring to watch, because it is such a transition between the sort of upscaled and then you're suddenly in this sort of, because I'm assuming a lot of those console shots are probably from the David Bradley thing, are they? Did they?
I guess, or the Capaldi.
Yeah,
was that the same one? I think it was, but
I think they repainted it, didn't they, for that story?
Yeah,
but that's the problem. You often, when you're doing upskirting, you get a really fuzzy. No, hang on.
How do I end this call?
Yeah. Oh dear.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, where were we?
While Ian's regaining his composure, there was something I noticed this time round that I hadn't noticed before, and I thought it was quite a nice little book ending to the whole second Doctor story. In his first story, Power of the Daleks, when he arrives on Vulcan, he gets mistaken for the Earth Examiner. And when they're trying to spring Jamie out of the military prison, he pretends to be the Examiner.
Clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice. Attention to detail.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I said on the last episode how that kind of final episode is a sort of mirror with the first episode of Unearthly Child. You've got this kind of, one part high stakes, whoa, look at this, whoa, moment of TV history, and it's faintly reaching to describe any episode of Doctor Who as TV history. But it was no doubt it was an accident, but it was a nice thing, and for it to be so sort of well preserved in this, because they could have gone the other way and, like we were saying, like sort of CGI'd over the Time Lords and made them a bit more collary and roby. And they could have they could have cut it very differently. They could have basically just done a complete, different version of it. So I think that was really respectful. I think the whole thing was just so classily done.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because I think we have an expectation now that we just think everybody's just going to mess with everything. It's just going to be ruined if anybody touches anything.
Yeah,
but,
which is so. There is a sort of truism that most fans are somewhere on the spectrum, and we all feel slightly too protective of this stuff. That's why the first thing everyone talks about the next day is, but what were the ratings?
Yeah, it's but it's one of those things, isn't it, where it doesn't change the past. It's still there. Like, the original is still there. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a bit of fun. Just don't watch it.
This is a bit of a thing to watch, a bit of a curio.
Yeah.
And
nice.
a bit of, it's an extra DVD for no more money. They're reusing the same IP for a double bubble.
Yeah.
So it's great, and I think I'd like to see more, but I'm not sure a lot of the stories of the 60s really justify it or would work.
What if they were to come to you, Iain, and say, and Mark, what would you what would you do next? Which story would you choose, if any? Or maybe you want a black and white, a colorized story. Go the other way.
Happiness Patrol. That would look great. Yeah.
With the screen off.
Yeah.
Turn it into an audiobook.
Oh, Harold.
No.
Like a knife to his heart.
Oh. Mark, I'm going to let you think about that and go first.
I would probably, just off the top of my head, I would probably go for something like The Mind Robber. Because that has got some really interesting imagery, and it'd be good to see that brought to life with a splash of colour. I think that could be very interesting.
Enemy of the World.
Solid choice.
Yes.
Yeah, that would look quite special.
They'd have to be very careful about their choice of...
the skin tones.
The permatas.
I would hope they'd go with something broadly similar for both Pats. Both modes of Patrick. Maybe they'd go for a slightly more olive kind of hue.
Yeah. I was thinking about this earlier on, and I think my heart says Tomb of the Cybermen, but I think I think it would be too dull because there's only 2 sets, isn't there? But I suppose they could knock it out quite quick because there's not a lot to do. But I think the Web of Fear might be quite interesting to see.
I was going to say that, but I think it might.
It's a bit
look
dark,
a bit
isn't
shit.
It? Yeah,
it's dark, and those Yetis in colour, they just look like
they do look like teddies.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, my number one choice, if it all existed, I'd say The Invasion. But obviously,
Parker.
I think that'd be incredible.
I'm having flashbacks.
There's so much in that story, and there's tons of location. I think that's the thing, is that they probably go with the ones that have got loads of location footage. So, like you say, Enemy of the World is probably one. I mean, everything else is missing, isn't it, really?
God, they might even think about doing the Dominators.
Yeah, that's all like Quarry, isn't it?
There's a lot of Quarry action. I mean, I suppose I was being...
Quarks!
Quacker.
Yeah.
There's probably, I don't know, maybe as many as like 50% of the stories from the 60s would be worth doing, but obviously they're never going to do that because it's a novelty for 2 or 3 years, and then there won't be any more interest. So
do we know how they're doing it?
They sit there with the VHS tape, and they've got some crayons.
Yeah.
And they just very gently... I'm assuming it's a coding thing where they sort of isolate the code for one particular...
Well, because didn't they used to do it with like the lines, didn't they, or something? On like the early...
Yeah.
When it was like the Pertwee ones that they only had in black and white, and...
Yeah.
It's something to do with the key of the
I think when they made the film reels to send off around the world, they shot the black and white film reels on whilst filming the colour videotape, and some of that information was still left in the film reel, so they could pick that out and then put it back in again.
See, that just to me is just amazing.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
That sort of thing of just how on earth, or who would think, like, you know.
But I think the process they use for these is a combination of
Microsoft Paint.
Literally just hand painting individual frames of animation, but also then including automation to speed it up somewhat.
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
it sounds like a quite painstaking process.
In years from now, probably not that long actually, it'll just get faster and faster and faster to the point.
And you can see AI versions on the internet that aren't particularly special.
Right.
And you can see where all the time and effort goes because they're so passionate about getting it right that they
and that shows. I will say, from even from the edit, even with things missing or things that you think, I wish that was in there, it's obvious that they care. It's not sort of chucked, let's just get this done for Christmas. Although I will say, I'm assuming the BBC would have said, look, you can have 90 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever. But really, nobody's watching it on BBC 4 when it goes out. So why not just do it straight to iPlayer and just do the whole thing? I know it would take an eternity, but so I would assume they would do the edit before the colorization, because otherwise you'd
they must do,
colorize everything and be like, fuck, it took me ages to color in.
There we go, we've done 4 hours, we'll chuck half of it in the bin.
So, but I mean, it would be nice to just maybe that's what they'll do next time. Maybe they'll just go with a 4-part story that they can just colorize the whole thing, and then they haven't got to worry about sort of upsetting nerds. And
you never please everyone.
If it's black, it's white. It's one of those, isn't it?
Exactly.
But
I have no evidence for this or reason to even inquire. But do we know, for example, how Ian Levine felt about it?
Oh, well.
It's like someone had dug up his childhood and done something unspeakable to its face.
I'm sure, if there was only some online portal of information we could consult and find out.
Yes.
I mean, he's probably too busy organising the next series of Doctor Who to be worrying about things like that.
I love the way he issued that sort of defiant challenge to the BBC.
Yeah.
Saying, I will make the show, I will quadruple your viewing figures overnight, I know what people want, I dare you. And you think, well, who at the BBC, who works in the department of reading tweets from nutcases and replying to them? Because it's one of those organisations where everybody's very much, I'm staying in my lane.
Yeah.
And
in fairness, though, he has gone out of his way to stay on good terms with people at the BBC. He's not slagged them off at every opportunity.
He's not the sort of man who'd ever burn his bridges.
No, absolutely not. No.
Twat. Yes. But what did we think? Because I think the one ropey aspect of this was the model shot of the sort of exterior of the ward dome.
I quite like that.
It was good, but it you could tell it was about 6 inches.
Pardon?
That's what she said.
It looked very sort of Thunderbirds.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
That's exactly.
Jerry Anderson,
is it a model or is it a composite of sort of model and CGI? Because there are things moving, aren't there? But when they are moving, they're very sort of. Yeah.
They trained some ants to drive little tiny mini mokes around the exterior.
That's where all the money went.
Because that's the other prong that they don't really make a big deal about. But the warlords, they're gonna conquer this planet and do this terrible experiment to raise this massive army. And the two things they've got in their locker are the side rats and mini mokes. No one ever really hones in on the
biplanes. Don't forget the biplanes.
Oh yeah, they did have biplanes, didn't they?
Yeah.
Where are they getting the petrol from?
Oh, synthetics.
I could just see the security chief with like two cans
jerry
of
cans
Fourth Star doing that little scuttle across the floor. You will top up the biplane.
What a stupid fuel you are.
You set them up, Mark.
Oh, that's brilliant work. That's brilliant work.
Well,
There's your
I don't
trailer.
think we're going to top that, are we? Yeah.
This is
Anything else we want to say?
This is what people have been waiting for. It's jokes like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's just gold, isn't it? You know. It's
Wish
astonishing.
I'd said that.
Do we have anything else we'd like to say about this?
No, I just think I think it was very well done and enjoyable for what it was.
I second that, and I'd like to add, thank you very much
And
to the people who
thank
made
you.
it.
Yes.
Thank you. It's nice. It's nice of you. I mean, they probably got paid, so.
Yeah. Shall we give it a score?
Ooh.
I mean, yes. I'm just trying to think what that would be. What did I give the War Games? Did I give that as something stupid like an 11? Or
You did.
Yeah.
You gave it an 11, yeah.
so this is better in some ways. It's lesser in other ways. So it's probably about the same. So it's a 10. It loses a mark for not having enough brie.
Fair enough. Harry.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I don't know why I thought that I wouldn't, but I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go 9. I think it's more than watchable. I would watch it again. I think I feared it because of the Daleks. I didn't particularly. I didn't hate it. I just sort of thought, well, what's the?
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed this, and I think it's sort of it does and it doesn't help the story. I think it's nice if you want to just watch the War Games and you haven't got 3 days to sort of get it done. It is nice to just sort of just get the best bits. It does feel a bit like a trailer at some points because you get that sort of dialogue overlaying things and sort of it's quite a modern thing, isn't it? But I'd go 9. I think it's perfectly great. Perfectly great.
I'm going to go with Harry on that. I'm going to give it a 9 as well. I just found it hugely enjoyable, and I think it didn't suffer from the things I wasn't quite so keen about with the Daleks, and I just think it's a really nice way to spend 90 minutes.
Harry,
yes.
Where can the listeners encounter more of your work?
You could, well, if they choose to do so, they can visit harrywhitley.co.uk. I nearly said my email address then, but
I'll be posting that in the show notes if you do want to email
Harry
Harry.
Whitley69 at bigones.com.
Yeah, the harrywhitley.co.uk has got all of the links to all of the stuff. We're working on a new album at the minute.
Who are we?
We are Asia, 80s band that has recruited me.
80s prog rock gods, Asia.
Correct, yes. So we have 3 DVDs on the horizon of live shows, and then we are currently working on a new studio album that will be out at some point.
Ooh, fantastic!
Yes. And we've just come back from Japan, and we did America last year, and we played Italy as well this year, and we have more touring next year commitments that may or may not include places closer to home, but I couldn't possibly confirm or deny.
Oh well,
the premiere in wherever it is.
In Monmouth.
So hang on, you get a brilliant rock gig.
Yep.
and you get a premiere in breakfast.
Exactly.
That.
Living the dream.
It's lonely at the top, Ian.
You wouldn't be lonely if you could offer me 2 sausages every morning.
I can go one better than that.
He says that to all the boys. Harry, thank you so much for coming on again. It's always a pleasure to have you as a guest.
Thank you very much for having me. It's lovely to hear both of your dulcet tones coming in my ears once more.
Thank you all for listening, and next time we'll be back with a retrospective on Season 6. So until then, I've been Mark.
I've been Harry.
And it's good night from me.
Thank you for listening. If you'd like to get in touch, you can contact us at mailbagofrassilon@gmail.com. We're also on Blue Sky at aotas.bsky.social, and we're also on Facebook. Thank you to Momo Tempo for providing our theme music, and special thanks to Harry Whitley and Andy Moore.